Okay, today, unfortunately for me, we are going to be doing a haul video. You might enjoy it though. We're supposed to be doing anti hauls. I have so many bins of diorama stuff that we have to go through and look at and reevaluate. But today we collected some more stuff, and also we have to take a look at what has been updated with the room. I finished the moldings on the two front segments of this splittable diorama. I am going to explain in probably the next video why, or maybe not, how and why I chose the pieces. So these are all boxed rooms. These are all segments, 9 segments that can all be interchanged and flipped around and stuff. So when I put 2 panels together, when I put 2 of these units together, I have made the paneling so that they fit together in that configuration with, it's a little hard to explain without showing you. The thing is, I have to dismantle this whole room to show you the different configurations, and I love the setup so much that I don't know when I'm ever gonna want to do that. But I do really like how the different sizes, like normally I'm such a symmetrical person, and I would have probably just did 1 segment or 2 very even centered segments on the wall. But I guess this is kind of a happy accident in the way that we've got, wider ones and then more narrower ones. I really like how it looks. This might be a good time to talk about this crack in the wall. So I thought, I don't mind the crack, but because, I've got this kind of rustic, broken down old castle feeling going, warehouse, industrial, but I did in fact order some wood filler, and I think I am going to put that in there, and I'm not going to worry about painting it. Again, it's going to be like kind of stained walls. I don't know how much it'll cover it up. I definitely chose the right color. I got the natural for the wood tone. I'm going to just jam it in there. Over here it's not as noticeable, but I probably will start with that. And I'm just gonna spackle it on. I probably won't show you, but I'll show you the result of it. But I mean, it's just easy. I'm just gonna take a stick and shove it in the crack and let it dry. Also, I will be making more furniture where I have to take screws out and leave holes. So this will be great to fill in the holes of all of the pieces of wood furniture that we will be making in the future. So, should I finish that haul? Yeah, I guess I'll do the miscellaneous stuff first. This is something that I don't want to forget to mention. So this is Mini Brands. Brian and Veronica sent me this, which is cool. I've never opened one of these Mini Brand things, but this was one of the sphere capsules that's inside. This I'm not happy with this in the display. I was just shoving things in there. I have to remember to do Easter videos, so I don't want to put that away. I love this tea light IKEA metal, well, it's a bowl now, but this shoe. So I bought at the thrift store, I found a Barbie, 60s Barbie, and she was wearing one shoe. And, it's a really nice old-fashioned shoe, and I don't want to throw it out. And then, hey, look how good, especially it fits in my segment. So, in my, with my, everything that I like, I like the wrought iron and then the black highlights and everything in here. So, yeah, it fits really well in there. What a great display piece. And my old-fashioned Monster High camera with the film. Thank you, Val T, for letting me keep those. And then we've got the glasses and the newspaper on the stand. I love these little fruits. I don't know, they can be apples, they can be anything. I found these at some weird, independent dollar store. Doesn't really have a name. It's just a convenience store that has all kinds of dollar items, and it came with all kinds. I think there were purple ones and orange ones, and I've, just like me in real life, I have to match even the stuff that I eat with my surroundings. Some colors I just don't like. I don't like to have blue in the house for some reason. However, that should bring up this. I have this turned around backwards, but sometimes I do buy antique pottery with blue elements on it because it is a very the antique pottery does have the cobalt painted on it. So, but anyway, I turned it backwards. Nonetheless, it wouldn't be that horrible. Hey, I don't know what lighting is better for right now. The sun it's a magic hour right now, but I don't know. Anyway, we're getting different harsh lights. It's going to change as we go around. All right, Easter's coming. I got my Easter eggs. This might be the extent of it. I always plan on doing. I've got all kinds of little Easter minis, and I have boxes. Can I hunt them down? And how do I separate that stuff? I got Halloween Easters. I got Christmas Easters. I've got Halloween miniatures and Christmas miniatures and Easter miniatures. It's St. Patrick's Day. Hey, let's segue to that. So I found this little punch here. Now, this is a dollar store punch, as far as I know. I have seen these at the dollar store, but I had to get this. And inside, it was like in a little craft bag of mixed stuff. I think there were some other little wooden things in there, but I made, instead of a pot of gold, I made a pot of shamrocks. Again, an old antique cauldron, cast iron. Like, this is my jam. I love that. I have that over here on the Temu table. I am loving the Temu furniture. It's looking real good with my dollar store side tables. It's a really good matchup. Glue frame over here. I just put in here. This is more deco. Did I mention that? It's not, this isn't my, I find it looks a little, it's not really my style, but it actually, because it's the white plastic, it's looking too good with the furniture. And over here is the other mini brands display. And I don't know, the scale of this isn't really good. That's the one thing about mini brands. Well, there's a lot of things about mini brands and why I don't buy them. They're really expensive in Canada. The scale is off, even with the purses. They're really nice. They're so nicely made. But the scale is just a little bit big, and the scale's not always perfect. Kind of like this cake stand thing here, but I kind of made it work as some kind of like display, and I got Snake Mountain propped up, so it's working for now. It's nice that that's working too well. It looks really, really good, especially from the angle. I'm maybe not at the angle you're at right now. Now, this is how I made my moldings with silicone molds, and I have this frame. It was one of the first tests that I did with the silicone molds, and that is how I have been doing the crown molding, just adding that to the popsicles. I had other ones going down the sides of the windows before. You might have seen that, but it was a little too much. My heater's making a squealing noise. I hope it's not messing up the sound too much. Anyway, that also is something that I really like to put in the room. Silicone molds and putting glue in them and making stuff is really cool. And something that I don't like to do, and I think I mentioned this before, is painting. And that has a lot to do with, like, this goes back to this. It goes back to the crown molding. And I always like to find the glue sticks in the color. So the dollar stores do have gold and silver glue sticks, and that's what I like to use. And even the beige or the white ones would have looked fine. They probably would have been a little transparent and would have matched very well too. But I did want to have the gold because I do have gold windows. So, and I always thought I was going to do more gold bases, but there is so much gold warm tones in what I choose anyway. So it all works together, even with the white and the black. I mean, there's no color. Oh, green. Green is the color I choose because plants are in here anyway. Onward. I don't know where I left off. We did the punches. We did, the storage containers are going on here. Maybe I should, this kind of fits into the category we're at. We still have lots of dollar store stuff. There's so much new haul stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Keep watching. These little clipboards that I made out of little wooden slats. Normally I don't like burnt edge stuff. Like I love wood things, and right now I'm obsessed. We're going to see more of that in a second. So at Temu, I've been buying so many of the little white wood things, and I can't help myself. At the thrift store, I found all kinds of these. I've seen these before, and I've bought some of these before. There's little ones with acorns that fit inside, and little ones with peg people. I think I bought the ones that have the peg people that go inside. Maybe I didn't, because I have so many peg people, and I have so many of these. I think these might be some kind of religious candle holders or something, or maybe they're just candle holders in general, because they do carry these on Temu. I had not seen them before. They're perfect vases for my diorama, though, and for my style, because I like wood. I think you might be able to see in the back, I faked it. Well, of course they're not real plants, but those vines are coming out of those pots, and that is where they're coming from. So I just put little saucers. I think I can probably get nicer little stands or something, but I didn't want to just put the vine. I wanted to make it look like it was really growing. We're going to have to use these barrels later, these Dollar Tree barrels. Now, these things are little tea tags. So on the tea bag, there's a string and there's a little tag. And my traditional medicinals tea that I had bought, I noticed had little quotes on them. And, I mean, I hadn't even been paying attention to them. And, I don't know, the quotes were just, they're really smart quotes by extremely intelligent quotes, really thought-provoking. And I didn't want to waste them, and I have these clips, and I thought I was just going to stack them like a calendar, but now I'm kind of obsessed, and I think I'm going to do the whole box. As I drink the tea, I've been putting the quotes on these things. This is very, very me. I would have done this, and I actually have done this. I used to put pieces of paper on clipboards and then hang them around and make them as art, but that would look so good on the wall. But there's only so much. I'm a minimalist, believe it or not. I think we're still in minimal territory, despite everything that's going on. The color scheme is helping. But then these totes, just like in my real life, I have all of these bins all over the place, constantly sorting things, trying to minimize, trying to sort things. And that's what I have, my stack of boards and clips to put the stuff on. Yeah, the burnt edges, not so noticeable on the squares and when they're divided up, but all of those, I guess they're laser cut. And sometimes it burns the edge. I think that it is. I could sand it off and stuff. I don't love the burnt edge. I don't know. There's just something about it. But still, wood things I love, like these. For instance, these barrels from the Dollar Tree are amazing. And okay, let's segue into something else that I thrifted. So we're doing the thrift first, and then we're going to do three different dollar stores. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. So this thing, Imperial Buffet, I think that is obviously an Asian buffet, and I think that is a local Ontario. It might be a chain. I don't know. This must be a game that they sell or let the children use when they, I guess. Anyway, it's wood. It was a little too expensive than I would normally pay. But I guess let's open it. Now's the time to do it anyway. I thought it could make, I don't know what I thought I could make. I thought it would look nice in a children's room. I thought it would make good posters on the wall. I think the scale will be too large, but even as an architectural, like an architect has drawers like this. So, but just having these things, and if I was to hang these on a wall, put them on a chair rail ledge in a children's room or something, I mean, I would decorate with these things in real life. Despite the scale being too big, they just would look geometrically awesome on the wall. Yeah, I am the colors and everything, I am not questioning this. This would be the coolest, hippest children's room ever. I'm interested to see what the pegs are like. They're probably plastic, but if they're wooden, I'm gonna freak out. I still can't tell if these are wooden pegs or not. But then we have this. I haven't played a lot of these games. I like how it's labeled. But yeah, I could make a fantastic. This could be a fantastic part of a desk, and these could just be the pull-out drawers for the desk. Oh, maybe I have to take out Lindo, Ludo, Tic-Tac-Toe. It's the simplest one. I'm stuck here. And then, oh, they're wooden. They are wooden pegs. This is incredible. This board looks great. Yeah, can you imagine putting those on a wall? Just hanging these on a wall as art. This is my jam. And then, does this drawer come out? It does. And then, oh, this is amazing. Oh, maybe they're not wooden. I still can't tell. No, they're wood. They're little wood pegs. The dice is probably plastic. This is not a mistake. I was sure that they would be little. Oh, you can play checkers with them. I don't know how you double your checkers. I don't know how you play checkers with them. That was kind of strange. Very, 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 very cool. Okay, yeah, this was not a mistake. I love it. I really do see a desk here, and kind of want to put them back the way that I saw them, but I don't think I could ever remember the exact. Anyway, yeah, there is lots of potential here. I can't stop seeing the architect's desk where you pull this out, and he's got his master plans on here. Anyway, that's beautiful to me. Beautiful art. So much potential. This bottom drawer is really cool. Yeah, okay. Not a mistake. And then here we have this thing. I saw this, and oh, did I tell you about the stand? I don't think I did. I was talking to myself, planning the video kind of when I placed that there, and before I started shooting, I was saying, well, don't forget to talk about the stand. The stand I also thrifted. It's my first doll stand ever. He's still uncomfortable with it. He doesn't know what to go on. I mean, come on, it's in my colors. I think it was $2. And I never had one before. It probably will be good to do thumbnails with and hold up a doll when I need to, or just my favorite one at the time, just to keep them from falling. It might be useful for photographs. Anyway, it is good to have a doll stand, definitely for like thumbnails of a video. So I am happy that I found this. And then there is this, I don't know, is it a room divider? Is it a garden rack? I'm thinking that I need macrame plant hangers for this. It's just the perfect scale. I haven't found anything like a candle holder or I don't know, in the houseware sections of the thrift stores for quite a while. I am very happy with this. It is a brown metal, but I do that. I have that in my own life. I have lots of black metal and brown metal mixed together, and you can't even tell it's like the same thing. Anyway, it definitely fits my style. Will it be for a garden? Will it be a room divider? Will it be like a dressing room? I could put, cloth around it. But mostly, I think it is just we have these hooks on it. So I think it is supposed to be for my plants. I'll have to learn how to weave some macrame plants and then hang some. I have lots of pots and stuff. So we'll have to see. Oh, let's test out one of these buckets. I mean, the possibilities are endless with what I can do with this. Yeah, I guess the buckets would be a good thing. We just get some more vines. I have to find more vines like I have in the back window there. I think I showed that in the last video that I made. I think the vines were already up. But I love those vines, and I was looking at the ones that were on Temu, and they're not the same. Those ones are very special, definitely more flexible and independent, and I am very happy that I have those. But I'm very particular about the plants that I buy, which Does that mean it's time to segue? No, not quite time. I got this TV. It's the Star Trek TV. So it is they have 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and the 2010s versions of the different televisions. Now, I think the scale is a bit small. Like, it is supposed to be a floor model, and it's supposed to be bigger, and I wanted it for a long time, and I kept eyeing it, and I think this one is, I think the batteries are just dead. I'm not sure if it's broken or not, but it doesn't really matter because I did get it half price, and that actually looks kind of cool. I have tested one of these before. It is really cool. The Star Trek one would probably be, out of all of the ones, the one that means the most to me, I guess because it is the most retro. It would definitely fit into the room. It will just look like a smaller TV anyway, even though I think it's supposed to be a larger floor model. But the colors are right. All of the aesthetics are right. It is like the oldest TV that exists. So if you were going to have a TV in here, and I keep up my old-fashioned feel, it's the best one for the job. So that's really, really cool. What else? What else do we have? Are we moving on? We will move on to, I guess, this is the quickest dollar store. We're moving on to the dollar stores now. This one, I got two more of these. I am really liking this on there. Imagine I do have two others at least of those white garbage, I call them garbage cans, but they're buckets. I use those buckets in real life too, because they have real size buckets at the dollar store, galvanized for me. The ones that I have, the large real size ones, and I use them for garbage cans, and I use them for carrying around my vacuum cleaner accessories and so many other things too. But I see potential in that combination. Look, I don't even have to make anything macrame, even though that could be fun. I don't want to go too. If you notice, I could fall into that. What do you call that? That Boho Girl thing that's not so popular anymore. I think the Boho Girl thing is out, but I kind of fall into that sometimes, so I do try to avoid too many baskets and go to boho here, because I kind of don't like it so much anymore. I have some doilies. We have to look at that too. But if you noticed, I put that chair back here. The one that I'm quite happy with it. It's more of a lawn chair, but we are putting it inside. And we are going to make one of those, I promise. I bought the supplies. That's what this is. So I picked up two more of these two little plate stands, or display easels is what they're calling them here. So we're going to make one of these. I'm going to just do a full video, no editing. I'm going to sit down. We're going to make this from start to finish. That'll be an upcoming video, because I can't have just one chair. I always have to have a pair just in case. Not that I don't agree with having eclectic furniture. Like, you can't have just one piece of furniture and mixing it in there. It's kind of a really nice look. But just in case I need another one for a patio scene, or, I really am a symmetrical kind of guy, and I like things to match. So we definitely need one of those. I guess I can't. There's a Temu chair that I want to get, because it's just like the chairs that I have in real life. But I'm waiting for it to go on sale. They keep giving me sale shout outs, but I'm still holding back on it. So from Dollar Tree, this video is taking too long. I was going to show you the wall of my furniture. I have a furniture wall, but I'll show you that for another day. I have 3 cubes in boxes on the shelf, and I needed another one to balance it out, so I needed a new one of those. I also need 3 more pallets. Those really cool pallets that they have at the dollar store? They're totally my style, but I do use them for supporting things, like for a thumbnail or something, when I want to stack toys so that I can make the thumbnail better. I use them all the time, and my shelf, there's room for 3 more of those, but they were out of them at the time. So I did go to the Dollar Tree hoping to find these 3 things, plus I wanted to find 3 pallets. Unfortunately, I didn't find the pallets. And then at the Dollarama, Canada's very best dollar store. Well, I don't know, Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree's pretty awesome too. This is something I got a long time ago, but I wanted to show you this because I'm so wood obsessed, and I never showed this in a haul. I'm pretty sure I didn't anyway. A little tree house, a bird house, not a tree house. You do put bird houses in trees. I have one in a different style. It's the right scale. They're little wooden things. I have a space for it next to the other one on the shelf, so you'll see that in the shelf review video. And my favorite miniature video that I keep promising to make, but it's coming soon. Anyway, that's from Dollarama. Like, it was $1.25, and I mean, it just looks good in what I like and what I love. And then they had these new flowers. These came in different colors, pink and I don't yellow, I believe, but the white lilies come on. I haven't seen, again, I did mention, it's really hard for me to find plants and flowers that I really, really like. But this time, I was so happy to see these. Now here's a little trick, I guess, or something that I discovered, a happy accident that I can't believe. So what I did was I pulled these out, I bent this up, and then the floral tape on the end I just unraveled. And I think I might want to add a little more greenery to this, but I just unraveled it a little bit, and then it made the leaves just by folding it out. And then even if you look, it might not even look so bad if you let the little white wire, I don't know why I can't just show it to you. There's a little white wire inside, so it even looks like a lily bud coming out of the thing. So, I mean, this was a little thrifted candles. I don't know what it was. It must be, I don't know, it's a miniature vase. Anyway, it's so good. I staggered them. They are the best looking flowers I have seen in miniature style in a long time. So definitely happy to have those in the diorama. It's a shame they're way back there out of sight. So very good, perfect, fantastic, perfect scale. So yeah, that's the biggest problem that you have, that I see with flowers, is that you never get the scale quite right. Okay, and then I got two more of these because you don't always find them, and these are amazing. They're $1.50 each, but I think that they're going to be the bases for my kitchen. So I have got this idea to make a kitchen wall, and I'm just going to make a tiny kitchen, which I had it in my mind that I had to make this big deluxe kitchen, but I'm a minimalist. I keep saying that. It's true. I really am. I don't have very much kitchen stuff, and I am going to make a tiny kitchen. The tiny kitchen is going to be beautiful and awesome, but it's also, like all of this, it's going to be transformable and detachable and manipulatable. And I have this great idea to frame out the kitchen cabinets and just slide them in, slide in the ones on the bottom that can also be taken out and used as other pieces of furniture. And yeah, I have it all mapped out. I knew that I needed more of these, and I always use these. They're a little bit bigger than any popsicle stick you can get. So very happy to get these planter labels, even though they aren't solid wood. They are like I don't know what you call this, pressed together wood. Unfortunately, they're not. So I do prefer to work with the solid pieces of wood, like with the popsicle sticks, but they will do the trick. Now, in Ontario, Canada, especially in Toronto, there is this dollar store. I think that there's only 2 locations, and I'm not even sure if they are this. They have the same stuff at these two locations. There's a dollar store in Gerard Square. Yes, Gerard Square. But I got these at Dixie and Dundas in Mississauga. This is all Toronto area for you Ontarioites. and it's called Wow, What a Deal. You can see, and they sometimes have they're just this big dollar or discount store. Nothing's really a dollar. Nothing's really a dollar at any dollar store nowadays, is it? But they get different little wooden things and different little miniatures than I see at other stores. And I think those are the only two locations that I've ever seen. And I'm happy that I used to live by Gerard Square, and then I moved. Did I live anywhere in between? No. I guess I lived close to both of these places, and it's so cool. I got placemats and stuff. I mean, I got so many things from here over the years, so I'm very, very happy. Now, I guess we could start with this. I have a huge glass collection. I got out my glass collection on purpose to check this. But these are different. Now, I'm kind of a miniature snob, and when I see things like, you know, we see people use these ones all the time with the lip on them and the corks, and it's I can't believe that I guess I'm kind of over it now, because people use these all the time, and you know where they're from. Especially, it's mostly this size. But I mean, I have been very selective. Have I been selective? I mean, I don't use them too much, but I can't. How can I not love these? Like, even if people have these, this is something in this scale I would have in my home with a cork lid. I can't help it. Now, I do have stuff in here. This is something that I want to take out. This is way out of scale. Now, this could be a giant floor vase, but it's kind of an example of something that's not good enough. So this will be something that I'm getting rid of. And I knew I was going to get rid of this, and I did want to tell you that, but I mean, this has potential. This could be a floor vase, but you don't really see floor vases that are clear glass like this. You would see one of this, like it would be like an Asian painted vase or something like that. I try to avoid the Asian stuff because my stuff does kind of, I got that Asian thing happening without trying, so I don't like to push it too far in that direction. But I mean, I do kind of like that modern aesthetic, the Asian simplicity aesthetic, of course. So there are elements in there, but I don't want it to look too Asian. And that's the shape of this that I don't really love. And then, yeah, you wouldn't really see this in real life. So this is the kind of thing that I want to avoid. But I like it. It's a nice thick piece of glass. I like it in real life. But I think it is something that I'm going to get rid of. And I have a couple of them. I don't think that cork is supposed to be in there. So I'm going to try to take that out. But can we go back to these ones that are definitely different? Now here is the catch. I know that I have longer ones like this. But still, with these longer ones, it's still a canister. In Barbie Land, it looks like it's a Voss bottle, like it's like fancy water. I better not go shooting across the room out of his hand. It looks like it could be like, yeah, like a fancy Voss water bottle. So those have potential. See how it doesn't have the lip or anything on it? And these I'm noticing, these are going to look like a real glass. So good. So I don't have that shape. So that is totally realistic. And then again, perfect to stock my kitchen with. So that's really great that I have those. And then I will use the corks for something else. Sometimes I make jugs. Let me go grab those off of the wall because I love them so much. I see some of the, I have never found these beads anywhere else. So this looks like the antique pottery that I like to collect in real life, in big real human size. But these were just beads that I found at the dollar store. Oh, and I'm noticing that the hole is really big. I have never, one bag of these I found at one dollar store. It was the Dollarama, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. In my colors, these are the colors of the turn of the century antique pottery that I like to collect myself. And I took the corks from those bottles and I put them in this, and I am so happy with the outcome of that. That was just from one bag. And again, I've never seen beads in this cylinder shape ever before, especially with that hole size. I should experiment maybe with some rounder beads and see how they look too. It probably would look okay. If I put one or two round beads with a cork in it, it would just look like a more spherical piece. But yeah, that was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Also, this box is pretty cool too. From I think it was also from the Dollarama with a slide, but I haven't seen one of these in a while. But you do see these segment shelves. Sometimes they sell the little burnt things, these little burnt laser cut shapes in boxes like this. So you could just buy one of those to get one of these shelf pieces, and then I like to put these on the different shelves and turn so this is a very versatile piece too. And is that it? Is that everything? No, because there's more of these tiny little things. Okay, so also from the Wow What a Deal store. I guess I'm going to open these right now. This is the video. Not really in the scale. Kind of tiny. Oh, I just had a thought. Where's that? Where's that stand? Are these too small? There happens to be 3 of them. I need more vines for sure. But little wooden buckets. Now they're too small to be buckets, and I'll probably take the string out. I could put in a thicker string. The string's it's not thick enough. But those are really cool. I mean, they're so nicely made. What were they? They were $1.25. So cute. Very, very, very awesome. Look good on a shelf. Look good with all of my other little miniature wooden things. Come on. And then I found some larger mushrooms, which I have lots and lots of mushrooms. But when I do like a toy room and I like to peg people, and I pretend it's an old time tiny little place. Again, this is good for a kid's room. It would look so good on the shelf with my other tiny little mushrooms and my acorns and all of the other little peg people. And then I would line my shelf, instead of like with real dolls, I would line them up with little wooden dolls. And these little mushrooms would in fact be part of the thing. And let's check this out. Oh yeah, so that's the kind of thing sometimes they sell these things on Temu together as a set. So I also have crock options to do with this too. So it's like this little Asian lidded wooden vessel to put on a shelf. It's a big wooden vessel, in fact, but I love these. And then we have these what do they call these? Wooden honey dippers. And I've stopped myself from buying these before, but I finally made myself do it. And what I want to do with these, and I only need one, but just feeling this, looking at this, I love this so much. But my plan was to take one of these, and then it's such a shame. These barrels, there's 3 different sizes. I don't have the smaller size, so there's these 2, and these are from the Dollar Tree, and I think they sell maybe 1 of these, 2 of these, and 3 of the smaller ones in sets. Maybe they sell 2 of those together. Anyway, these have so much potential as like a little stand, a little side table. I love them. Like, you can do that. And I love this. This is great, but I just think that pot's not quite big enough. So then I put it in here, but I am wasting And I've wrapped this in, what did I wrap this in? I guess I wrapped it in tape and plastic just to hold some shape. But yeah, I don't even have to use this. Now this was my idea. I just wanted to make a butter churn, and it does work. I actually want to try that. Does that work? I want to see if it fits into the smallest version. But do I know where I put that? Let's see if I can see that really quickly. I know where it is. I have my my favorite minis that I can't put away because I want to. Does it fit in there? Okay, no, it doesn't fit in the smaller barrel. This is the third size that's available at the Dollar Tree. Not always, not often, but if you see these at the Dollar Tree, buy them. So yeah, I'm happy with my butter churn. That's definitely something I am going to keep, and this plant is fitting in there quite nicely. I don't need that bucket, so I am wasting that. And then my old-fashioned butter churn, and we're good to go. And I also have a crank too. That'll be an upcoming video. This video has been long enough. It was a good haul. Lots of great stuff. I think I showed you everything that I wanted to show you. Oh, I did want to talk about this too. This is what I'll leave you with. So in real life, I would do this too. I wouldn't want to put holes in my wall. And also, you know, the walls are probably made of plaster, especially if it's an old castle or something. So you'd have to be very careful. So if you're I'd put a big stake at the top, and I would use a rope, and I would hang the painting this way. And I am so happy with these. These are also from the Dollar Tree. I keep talking about these. There's actually other ones. I should probably look the next time I go, because I am loving them so much. I also have a huge collection of artwork. This is the exact right realistic thickness for it. It wraps around, and the colors are so good on both of these pieces. Can you see the other one right now? Yeah, I love this piece too. It's looking real good behind Castle Grayskull. Okay, we found so many great things. I think I've gone over everything. And yeah, I'm taking a look around. I got more Temu stuff coming, unfortunately. But so there's a Temu haul coming. We gotta get rid of stuff, especially if I keep bringing in things. I gotta show you my little wooden miniature collections. I have so many tiny little wooden things that I love. There are also pears. There's pears on Temu that I think I might have to order that I don't have. Anyway, loving it. I love my stuff. It's hard to part with it, but it makes it easier to get rid of things when you know what you really, really love. So that's good. All right. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. So much more coming.